In this video, I'm going to show you our top mobility exercises that we do with our clients who are over 40, 50, or 60. We have worked with thousands of people from all around the world in that age group, and I've seen what happens if you don't do these exercises, and if you're tight in a particular area, especially around here. And so what happens is you have breaks on your muscles. And what we need to do is we have to loosen up those breaks. No kettlebell, no tool, no nothing involved. It's just a couple of bodyweight exercises and a small little tool that I'm going to show you in a second that you might want to purchase because it makes sense. With these mobility exercises, I can already guarantee you, if you do these on a regular basis, they will already change the way you move and already loosen up those breaks and help you alongside your fitness journey. And if this resonates with you, stick around. I have a free webinar coming up next week. You find the link in the description. You can join for free where I talk about Kettlebell Plus 3.0. This is our brand new kettlebell training system where we include these mobility exercises and then take you from a beginner to a pro. Sign up right now. It's 100% free. Grüezi miteinander, Gregory von Lebe hier. The first thing that we have to unlock are your hips and your hamstrings. Almost everybody who gets started with us is tight around here. So here's what happens. Your lower back muscles, they battle for dominance with your hamstrings or your pelvis. And if your lower back muscles are weak and your hamstrings are tight, you always move around like this. And so this is a typical position that many of us have on a daily basis. So here's what we have to learn. We have to loosen up these muscles and strengthen these muscles. How do we do this? We do this by learning the hinge and using a tool that helps us get the proper feedback. This is what we call a hinge stick. You can get this everywhere. So here's what you do. You connect this stick with the three movable parts of your spine. This is your hip, your upper back, and the back side of your head. Now, I want to keep this connection firm. All these 3 points have to stay connected. And so here you probably already feel that you might have some issues because many people, this is their daily posture. Hips back, chest up, and pull the neck back. This is a proper posture. So with this alone, you're already correcting a major flaw in your daily life, and that is the bad posture that you probably experience. Now from this position, here's what we move, or here's what we do. We push the hips back, the upper body leans forward, and I'm unlocking the knees, and I want to keep this position. And as you can see, all these 3 movable parts of the spine, they stay connected to the stick. I hold that position, and now I stand up. I repeat this, pushing the hips back, upper body leans forward, I keep a proud chest, hold, unlocking the knees, stand up. If you do this properly, you should feel a crazy amount of tension right around here. If that is the case, you have already identified your first weak spot. So go get yourself this stick from a Home Depot and then start doing the hinge on a regular basis. And when I say regular basis, it makes sense to do it maybe every other day. A couple of these reps, maybe 5 to 10 reps. And this is how we loosen up the first break. The next level of the hinge is without the support wheels. Extending the arms at your sides, pushing the hips back, upper body leaning forward, proud chest, holding that position. And your back should look like a table where you can put a glass of water on it. Come back up, repeat. The crucial part about the Second part of the hinge, when you come back up, is think about crushing grapes below your feet. This is how we lock the knees and put tension on our strongest muscles that we have, which sit around here. So with the hinge in place, we're taking care of a vital part of our body, which is the hip area. Now, in the second part of this assessment, where we have to loosen up the brakes, is we now want to see what's going on with the upper body, especially the shoulder area. So again, I'm using the stick. This time I grab it, approximately shoulder width apart, and I push it close to my thighs. And now from this position, I lift the stick overhead, keeping the elbows extended, and I come up as far as I can. Once I reach this point, where the stick sits approximately alongside the middle of my head, I have reached a critical position. Now, if I'm able to, I can go a little bit further back without bending the elbows. I always want to keep it as extended as possible, arms straight. Now here's my max. I come back down, connect my thighs. That's it. And now if you feel tension in your upper body, in your shoulder area, that's exactly what we want. Because here's what we're doing. We are now loosening up these brakes around here, which are tight if we sit on a desk all day like this. The second step that we can do to trigger and see if our shoulders are tight or not is circling the stick around our body. So here's how we do it. I grab the stick as far outside as I can, a very wide stance. Now if I bring it down to my body, it connects with my stomach. So I start lifting the right arm fully extended over my head, and now the stick goes at the left side of my head. Now I keep the arm extended, and now I connect with my lower back. I'm at the back side now, arms extended. And now I lift the other side over my right side, and I reach the starting position again. And now, as you can see, the way I grab the stick, I don't hold it firmly. I just have it very loose so I can move around my body. And so this is a perfect exercise to loosen up the shoulders, get the synovial fluids flowing, and of course I can then do the whole thing on the other side as well. This is part one of loosening up the brakes from your shoulders. And now we can connect this pattern of loosening up the shoulders with the hinge. So I can try to do an overhead hinge. Arms up, hold that position, come back up. The key in kettlebell training is to understand that we always want to keep our arms extended, locked. Elbows fully extended, and the shoulders packed or pulled down. This is the most stable position that we can create if we want weights to go overhead. And this is the second thing that we have to take care of, this locking position of the shoulder. So what we have to learn is we have to uncouple the elbow from the shoulder joint. And we do this in a very simple fashion. You extend both arms in front of you like this, and now you pull the shoulders back, front, back, front, without the elbows bending. And now we do the same thing overhead, up, down, down. And with these simple exercises, we're making sure that our shoulder is primed for kettlebell training. So the third part is watching almost everything in action with a simple bodyweight squat. The bodyweight squat comes in two forms, a simple regular bodyweight squat and an overhead squat. And there's one particular feature that we want to look out for, and that is, are we able to go into a deep squat? Do we have a so-called Slavic hip? Or are we limited to a certain extent that doesn't allow a full deep squat, and we have a Celtic hip. Identifying your hip is one of the crucial patterns and one of the crucial recognition patterns that you need so you understand how to move and how to train. So here's how a simple bodyweight squat looks like. It's a couple of cues that you want to take care of. Chest up, hips back, knees out, bend. Arms extended or close to the body, doesn't matter. Back up. Now I make sure I distribute the weight alongside the middle of my feet, a little bit towards my heels. Chest up, hips back, knees out, squat. Now, if you're able to go as deep as I am, then you probably have a Slavic hip. If you stop here, and that's it, you probably have a Celtic hip. Do not force depth if you feel that you are limited with a Celtic hip or you stop approximately at a 90-degree angle. And now if we put everything together, we can now try an overhead squat. Chest up, hips back, and by the way, that hips back is a mini hinge. Knees out, arms up. Understanding the overhead squat means we have a clear picture of how well your upper body and your lower body communicate with each other. And if we want to incorporate everything that I've just told you in a simple workout plan or a simple skill plan, do a couple of hinges, a couple of overhead movements, a couple of body weight squats, and a couple of overhead squats, maybe 5 to 10 reps per exercise, 1 to 2 rounds, and this is how we loosen up the brakes. Here's the next thing that you have to do. Clean and press that like and subscribe button. Share with a friend who's also interested in kettlebells. And if you made it this far, check out my Kettlebell Plus 3.0 webinar. It's free, it's live. I'm going to explain everything about our brand new system. I've been pitching Kettlebell Plus for a very long time. I've started with 1.0, 2.0, and now the next evolution is here. It's called 3.0. And it's going to take your kettlebell journey to the next level. Everything that I've learned in these recent years, I've packed it into our brand new system. And this overarching system now is the bird's eye perspective that goes through all of our coaching practices. So everything that I know is in there. And if you're interested and you really want to take your kettlebell journey, your fitness to the next level, you want to get fit, strong, and lean without going to the gym, I believe this webinar can help you, and with it, Kettlebell Plus. So sign up right now, 100% free. You find it in the first link in the description, as well as in the pinned comment.